Welcome everyone to 5D Tea with me. As you can see, I have a cat on my lap. This is Romeo. For those of you who have not met Romeo before, he is very active today. He knows we have a lot of things to go over, and he is kind of like my right-hand man when it comes to all the spiritual yummy stuff. He likes to be a part of my meditations, breath work, you name it. He wants to be there. He'll lay on my tarot cards. Whatever it is, he wants to be there. So he's going to join us today. And Duke, my golden retriever, may make an appearance as well. We will just see. But I want to get started because we have a lot to go over today. And happy Cinco de Mayo for folks that are celebrating that holiday. Hopefully you're celebrating it for all the right reasons and not just because it's a good day at the bar, but celebrate nonetheless. So today is May 5th, 2023. So 5-5 and then 2 + 3 is also 5. So we've got triple fives, and the number 5 in numerology is a big number. It is directly in the middle of the numbers 1 through 9. So it is a point of change and it is a point of pivoting. Okay, and the key characteristics of the number 5, one of which is curiosity. So we have this need to let go of kind of the old routines, the predictable patterns, and we have this desire, this curiosity, and this need for a variety of exciting experiences in order to feel more fulfilled and more whole. So this number isn't necessarily about even setting intentions or setting goals. It's really about getting out and doing. And so you hear a lot of people talking about, instead of doing things the way I used to do them, I'm now focused on experiences. And so this number 5 helps usher in that thought process, okay? So you want to have freedom and you crave adventure, and when you're in the flow with this number, you become a master of change, so you can thrive in different social settings and different environments. And if you get a curveball thrown at you, your ability to deflect, react, or again pivot and adapt to the situation is largely at hand with this number. So in review, the strengths of the number 5 are curiosity, right? You're craving a variety of exciting and enlightening new experiences, and you're learning through experimentation with those experiences. But on the flip side, you can also become so curious to a fault that you become inconsistent and unreliable to deal with, which when you're working in terms of contractual arrangements or agreements, or even in friendships and relationships, that can come off as uncaring and potentially damage those scenarios. So we do want to be careful with that level of curiosity. Now, in terms of adaptability, which is the other strength and characteristic of the number 5, being flexible and being detached, so when change arrives, you can shift gears and direct your energy accordingly to what's new. On the flip side, just being careful that that doesn't lead down a road of being directionless and being non-committal, okay? So if you're lacking the attention to see things through, beware. And if you're finding yourself wasting time on experiences and things that aren't serving you, redirect that energy toward opportunities that do serve you. They serve your purpose. They serve the direction that you're moving in. And then third and finally, on the social scale for the number 5, whether that means you are in a lively group of people or you are working one-on-one, this number flourishes in social situations, and you don't want to miss a chance to engage with those around you, because again, it's coming back to that learning through experiences, learning through experimentation, and learning through other people. So we know we're dealing with the number 5, but we're also dealing with the number 5 in triplicate. So 555 is an angel number. And if you have been craving change in your life, the time is now. Okay, now this could be a signal that something that could be an emotional shakeup is on its way for you, right? So you do want to just be cognizant and aware, and remember that you are the one in control. So instead of things happening to you, remember that they're happening for you. Stand in your personal sovereignty, right? And just remember that you are the one steering and navigating this ship. Okay, the universe is helping to pave the way for a new beginning for you, but in order to move toward that better future, you're likely going to need to let go of something that is no longer serving you. And this message isn't telling you to sit back and be a passive recipient, but rather to choose yourself and co-create positive change, going out into the world, letting go of all of that stuff that doesn't serve you, and simultaneously embracing all of the blessings that are in your life and that are coming into your life. So 555, today's date, is also a spiritual portal. So portals are when the universe opens up this window of energy for us between the 3D and the 5D. And we get this download and this rain of energy down upon us. Now, I don't know about anyone else, but I kind of shot up out of bed this morning, which is very unusual for me. And I'm actually having a hard time just sitting here in order to do this clip or this segment because my energy right now wants to be moving. So we're getting that energetic boost. And this boost allows us to not only achieve higher levels of consciousness, but also to sit and learn our energy and how to regulate it. And if we know what we're looking for and we know how to act on it, then we can take advantage of this beautiful time. But, you know, keeping in mind, we're human, right? So free will comes into play. Free will is a fickle thing. And if you choose not to, well, it might be an interesting time for you. So this is a portal of change, a portal of enlightenment, and seeing elements in your life exactly as they are, so that illusion or perception of the way that you've been seeing things up until now is being lifted, and you're able to have a level of mental, emotional, and spiritual clarity that maybe you haven't had in a while. I know that that's happened for me this morning. I was actually super busy this morning, and in the process of all of that, kind of really sitting with myself and looking at some of my behaviors and understanding, oh, this isn't serving and this is. And really making a commitment. I made a commitment in that moment to be like, I know that this change is probably maybe even gonna hurt a little bit. It's definitely gonna feel weird, but I'm committed to making this change and asking my guides, asking my team to come in and help me assist myself in creating that change and letting go of some stuff that I really needed to let go of. And it was interesting because that energy was already moving for me today. So if you aren't feeling it, look out for it, okay? So this is a time of deep manifestation, and it's happening under the sign of Taurus. So the number 5 brings about wealth and prosperity and change and investigation. So if you're setting any intentions in your life, make sure that you're setting them into those areas. Sitting in deep consideration, understanding how you operate and what doesn't serve you any longer, okay? Because this portal will allow us to unshackle ourselves from the fear, the guilt, the shame, any unease from the past, including past trauma. You might need to be sitting with past trauma and allowing all of those things that have been holding us back and implementing that energy and allowing it to then move us forward, right? And using that energy off of the last new moon in Aries, which was on 4/19, and putting that bold courageousness and independence into full action. Now, this is also in conjunction with our lunar eclipse. And the lunar eclipse is also all about transformation. So if you are having problems, taking that leap of faith or shifting a thought process that doesn't serve you any further, or stepping further into your authentic self with the kind of authority that you want, you should not have any issues being able to achieve all of that during this time. And there's no doubt about it, change is very scary. Scarier for some of us, not so scary for others, but you have been more supported now than ever. So I want you to just lean into that, right? And work off of the energies of everything that is layering on top of one another right now. So the lunar eclipse, and I'm speaking in Mountain Standard Time, okay? Because I'm in Denver, Colorado. The lunar eclipse started around 9:14 a.m. this morning, and it will last until about 1:31 this afternoon, Mountain Standard Time. And lunar eclipses are there to help expose areas of our lives where we need to evolve for the better, right? Requiring us to work through the past, facing our fears, taking on the trauma that we've not dealt with before, in order to open ourselves up to the new adventures that we now want to be on, because these numbers are taking play in our life, right? Now, the eclipse, just so you know, will not be visible in the Western Hemisphere, but you can go on to various YouTube channels and watch it in real time if you want to, okay? Oh, here's Romeo again. You want to talk about the meteor showers now? Yeah, you like to go camping under the meteor showers in the summer, don't you? So there is another layer to all of this where we have the Eta Aquarids meteor shower, which is going to peak overnight between tonight, May 5th, and tomorrow, May 6th. And this meteor shower is actually made up from debris and remnants left by Halley's Comet. And it can be seen in the southern hemisphere as well as in the southern United States, and sometimes a little bit further north if you're looking for it low on the horizon. So if you want to go looking for it, please do so. But remember, it is also a full moon, okay? So you should be able to see meteors if you're in the right positioning, because there is the eclipse happening. But traditionally on a regular full moon, the sky is very bright and it's harder to see them because you have a lot of quote unquote light pollution coming from the full moon. Sorry, moon, that I called it light pollution, but you know what I mean. So this full moon is happening on or at 11:34 a.m. Mountain Standard Time today, and it's the second full moon of the spring season since the equinox. And this full moon is called the flower moon, and that's because in North America, this is the time when weather starts changing and the temperatures start to get warmer. And as a result of all of the rains from previous months, we are starting to see things coming into bloom. In fact, all of the trees right outside of my house, they smell magnificent. But things are really starting to pop all of a sudden this week. And this is a full moon in Scorpio, which encourages us, again, feeding off of that transformation, feeding off of all that curiosity. It encourages us to go within, focus on our emotions, and just release what doesn't serve. So in terms of full moon practices, if you already have your own little ceremony or rituals or whatever you may call it, routine, what have you, maybe since it's a time of change, you change things up. And you can do all kinds of things. So if you want to use your crystals, you can cleanse them overnight in the moonlight. I like to put out water under the moonlight, and then I will either use that water to take my vitamins and my supplements. Some people actually use that water to water their plants. Those kinds of things. Meditating or doing breath work under the moonlight is amazing. And certainly you can set intentions. I would never tell anyone not to set intentions during this time. But if you're really looking to sit and journal and write down the things that you're looking to release, this is really a potent time in order for us to be doing that. Okay, and lastly, I just wanted to remind everyone we have the upcoming workshop, Moonlight Meditations, coming up on Friday, May 19th at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It is a virtual event, so all are welcome, and we're going to do a lot of new moon intention setting. We're going to be doing journaling exercises, going over the essence of the new moon in Taurus and what that means for you and what that means for the potency of your intention setting for that period of time, and then dropping into some really wonderful breath work and a guided meditation around the new moon in Taurus. So you can hop on over to my website, the5dcollective.com, find our courses and workshop page, and you can register there for Moonlight Meditations Workshop. And last but not least, if you like this video, please go ahead and give us a like on YouTube and also subscribe to our channel. I am posting regularly and we would love to hear what you want to see, what you want to hear from me, from us, and allow us to continue putting stuff out into the 3D, about the 5D, and continuing on with the 5DT with me. So thank you, as always, for clicking on this video, whatever brought you here, and joining me for 5DT with me. I can't wait to see you guys next time. And Romeo is saying goodbye as well. So, bye now.